Question number 4 in the school of life: why I build bad habits? Addiction. I know it's not good, still I'm doing it. Why? Sometimes when we use this word addiction, we use it only for drinking and smoking. Not necessary. One can be addicted to social media, TV. One can be addicted to shopping. I remember meeting someone, and that person said that I am addicted to reading romantic novels for hours before I sleep. And that addiction has gone so out of control that he had to compromise his real romantic life. One can be addicted to negative thoughts, procrastination. I know it's not good for me, but still I'm addicted. Why it happens? In this video, we will go deep. We'll understand the neurological framework which is responsible for this. At the same time, we will learn how to overcome addiction, how to overcome these bad habits. But to understand addiction, we need to go deep inside our brain and reach the part called basal ganglia, the name given to it called basal ganglia. This part is 200 million years old, means 20 crore. It means it's not unique to humans. It is there in reptiles, it's there in other mammals also. What is the role of this part? The role is to identify whatever we are repeating and make it automatic. Whatever. Not only for us, for all the animals. Whatever you repeat, it will make it automatic. Understand why? Understand with the help of this simple example. Imagine for a moment, you are going for a jungle camping. You take your tent and bag and everything, and you reach the middle of the jungle. You find a nice place to pitch your tent. Tent is pitched, everything is done. Now you are sleeping, and now you get up in the morning, and then you notice by mistake you lost all your water during the night. Now, no water, no survival. You need water. You need water for everything, just not for drinking, but for cooking, for everything. Now you are tensed. You are stressed up. That you have no idea where is water, how long it is, this side or that side. Shall I go right or left? No idea. And then you start walking and walking, and you walk for hours and hours and hours, and then you reach one waterfall, and finally you get water and come back. After 1 or 2 days, your water is again finished, but this time you're not that stressed. This time you know the path, you know the trail. Again, after a few days, water is finished. This time again, you're not. You know the path. And maybe after a few days, you can walk that trail even blindfold. Why? Because basal ganglia has made it automatic. But why? The reason why, because when you make it automatic, it saves your energy. You're not thinking, you're doing it automatically. And saving energy is a supreme survival strategy. There was a study done where they compared the international basketball match and international chess match. And they found which player spending more calories. Chess player spending more calories. It's energy trainer. So ladies and gentlemen, understand, whatever you repeat, basal ganglia will make it automatic. So there is a flaw in this now. If you take example of other animals, they repeat things only which is important for their survival. They walk for hours and days because they know there will be grass. They fly for hours and hours and days because they know there will be a nice place so I can lay eggs. Whatever they do it only for the survival purpose. But we do many things which is not required for survival, but basal ganglia doesn't care. Imagine an office, and once you office is closed, you come out from the office, you take a right, there's a beer bar, you take left, there is gym. Now there are two different people. One will take right and one will take left. Now you do this for a few days, then automatically the person is taking right will reaching the beer bar, and person is taking left reaching the gym. In both the cases, basal ganglia is cheering up. Yes, you repeat, I will make it automatic, because if you are repeating it, it means it is important for survival. It is the same case in all other animals. So we are not different fundamentally. So it is such a big flaw because of which we are not able to understand this basic thing, that the neural pathway for addiction and discipline, whatever we repeat good thing, that becomes discipline, but whatever we repeat bad thing, that becomes addiction. Now there are two types of addiction, ladies and gentlemen: physical addiction and psychological addiction. We'll talk about psychological addiction, but let's talk about physical addiction. Like smoking is a physical addiction. Drinking, physical addiction. It's slightly easy to manage physical addiction. Let me give my own example. I remember when I was living in the Himalayas, I was living on the top of the mountain somewhere and alone. And my daily ritual was writing on the laptop. And maybe after 1 day or 2 days, because I had to charge my laptop, at the same time, take the printout of whatever I have written instead of just spoiling my eyes on the screen, I can read. That was a daily ritual for weeks and months. Now, I used to come down to the village, and there was a Xerox center, and he had also that print. And next to the Xerox center, there was a tea shop, and they sold cigarettes. So this was the day, was the ritual. It's like every time when I'm going there, the loop was print, tea, smoke, print, tea, smoke. That was a loop. One day what happened, the Xerox center was open, but the tea shop was closed. And I took the printouts and I turned towards the mountain, and then I felt that very strong urge, at least one. I need it. And then I turned back and searched a different shop and quenched my craving of smoking and drinking tea. When I was walking up, I realized, I noticed as a student of awareness that why this craving is so strong. In the very next moment of convenience, I decided to sit down and start meditating on this. What is the source of this craving? Then I tracked back, went back all the way, and I realized that, okay, for the first time I had this craving, that urge was when I was in the college second year, sitting along with my seniors in one restaurant below the hostel. And few of the seniors were smoking cigarettes, and they were looking very cool. And even I wanted to look cool. So I first time that urge. Then every time when I'm stressed up or when I'm happy, I'm smoking. Then I ask the second question, is this still serving that purpose? Am I really looking cool when I'm smoking? Or whenever I stressed up, if I smoke, is the stress disappearing? Or whenever I'm happy and if I smoke, is this really improving or enhancing that celebration? And the honest answer was no. So is this a hollow automatic habit? Yes. How do I break it? So I discover for myself this very nice technique, which I name it positive procrastination. What do you mean by that? Positively, you need to procrastinate. Now, when you live in the mountains, you don't come down again and again. So I sat down and I started visualizing it. Okay, now I have done with my work. I know I'm going down. I've reached the Xerox center. Now I've taken the printout. Do I have this urge now? It's all in visualization. Do I have the urge now? Yes, I have this very strong urge. Now, positive procrastination means not fighting basal ganglia, your habit that I will never smoke. That willpower doesn't work. Not fighting it, because moment you fight it, basal ganglia will scream. I will say, hey, wait, I will give you dopamine. I will give you that hit. I will give you that good feeling. Take it. It's very difficult to fight that urge. Instead of that, use positive procrastination and tell your basal ganglia, yes, why not? But not today. Next time. Positively, you're procrastinating. Next time. Now you're doing this in your visualization again and again, again and again. That's the beauty of the brain. The one more flaw of the brain, that brain doesn't differentiate between visualization and the reality. You can train your brain with the help of visualization. So I'm training my brain, and every time I'm going to a Xerox center, you will realize that after few moments, after few visits, the urge is going down, fading down. Then the real life test. After a few days, I was going down. I reached the Xerox center. I took the printout. I checked. Yes, urge is there. And when I was checking my phone, there was a notification, and it was a little stressful message. And here was a trigger. My mind said, no, I need at least one. But this question was already answered and rehearsed inside the mind that this smoke is not going to solve your stress problem. So I use the positive procrastination method. Maybe next time, not today. And slowly, ladies and gentlemen, after a few days, after a few weeks, you develop the new habit. The new habit of saying that I don't want this now. And after sometimes, after a few days, there is no urge only. So there's no need to say only that I need it next time. That's how you can take care of your physical addictions. But after spending more than 1,000 days in the Himalayas, meeting people from various countries, understanding human behavior. The problem is not physical addiction for humans. The problem is psychological addictions, mental addictions. Let me give you an example. One psychological addiction we have is continuously talking in our mind. Many people, they think this is normal. This is not normal. Understand, language came in existence just few years, maybe few thousand years ago. From an evolution point of view, 1,000 years is just. Evolution started millions and millions of years ago. So language came in existence to talk with others. We turned this tool inward. It's a tool created by human beings. All other animals are communicating with each other. I'm not denying that, but they communicate with the help of sound, gesture, maybe electricity, maybe colors, not with the help of ABCD or language. It's a tool we created. We turned it inward. There's a difference between thinking and talking inside the mind. So we have the habit of continuously talking inside the mind. And unfortunately, we have this amygdala, who's a reactor, cannot differentiate between the stressful conversation happening in imagination and in reality. It reacts in 10, 15 milliseconds, and 10 to 15 milliseconds is very less time to decide whether it's reality or imagination. React first, think never. That's your amygdala. So continuously talking in mind is like continuously walking. It's wasting time, energy. Another addiction which Buddha discovered was addiction of, of intense craving for happiness and aversion for pain. I need happiness. Give me more. I want more. I don't want pain. I don't want pain. Doesn't happen that in the reality in life. That's an addiction. Or one more addiction we have is addiction of comparison. It's like, I remember I used to compare myself with someone as a child, that this boy is very good in maths. Why I'm so poor? Am I dumb? Now, when you practice that comparison again and again, you build the addiction of, or habit of, comparing yourself with others and declaring that you are inferior. That's an addiction. Or very common addiction, psychological addiction, is the art of pretending. As a child, I used to sit for hours in front of my mother that I'm studying, but I'm pretending I'm studying. We learn as a child. We behave differently in front of parents, in front of teachers, in front of friends. We pretend. And when we pretend, we suppress our true self. That's an addiction. When we suppress your true emotion, true self, you're suppressing your immune system. It's scientifically proven. It's addiction. We know it's bad, but we are doing it. Many psychological addictions we have, we are doing it automatically. Why? Because basal ganglia, I don't care. I'm a dumb robot. Whatever you repeat, I will make it automatic. So my key observations is, the problem in humans is not physical addiction, psychological addiction. So understand this important point, ladies and gentlemen, that your brain is built on repetition. Be careful what you are repeating in your life. Are you interested in repeating your old automatic conditions habit, or you are an aware adult, you want to repeat your carefully taken choices and decisions which will give you real power and peace? Remember, you have a part in the brain which is acting like a dumb robot. Be careful what you repeat in your life.